will bruise the head of serpents. That's the last thing you will do before I preach. I bruise the head of every serpent. I bruise the head of every serpent. Every serpent of restlessness. I bruise the head of every serpent. I bruise the head of every serpent. Lara soprana karada. Somebody use your strength and say, I crush your head. You serpent of poverty. I crush your head, you serpent of infirmity. I crush your head, you serpent of death. I crush your head, you serpent of infirmities. Somebody, I can't hear your prayer. I crush your head, you serpent. You serpent. You serpent in my family. You evil men hanging around me. Let fire of God consume you. I bruise your head, oh you snake. I bruise your head. Somebody lift your voice. I bruise your head. I bruise your head. I bruise your head. Under my feet. I bruise your head. I bruise your head, you snake of fear. You snake of death. You snake of delay. You snake of shame, of mockery, of mockery. I bruise your head. I bruise your head. I bruise your head in my family. You and your agents. I bruise your head in my town. I bruise your head in Lagos. I bruise your head in Nigeria. I bruise your head in Africa. I bruise your head. You snake that is after my life. I crush your head. You snake after my life. You snake after my life. I crush your head. I crush your head. I crush your head. That is after the life of Christian. Let your head be crushed by fire under my feet. You python, let your head be crushed. Let your head be crushed. Somebody, I can't hear prayer. In the name of Jesus, you invisible python, I bruise you under my leg. You python of poverty. You python of evil. You python of sickness and fear, of doubt, of death, of infirmity, of retrogression. I bruise your head. You power that tie me around. Whatever they did against me in the village there, they did against me in the mouth of the family. I bruise the head of that python. Somebody, can you go ahead in 1 minute now? Say it. Any human being manifesting as a python in your office, the reptile in your office, a wicked man around your shop, A wicked man in your village. Yeah, Rasakatalara Baba. Wait. There is no man on earth without an enemy. Maybe if you are a saint, maybe you don't have physical enemy. But of course you have spiritual enemies. But I would like you to also know that Jesus, when he died, the Pharisees said to Pilate, he said, one security around the grave that man has boasted so much. Then his disciples will carry him away in the midnight and say he rose. So they put a centurion. Even in death, there was so much hatred. Man is meant that way. Even some of the people you trust are fake. Some, not all. They look like a friend, but they are not feeling anything for you. The heart of man is deep. Very deep. The heart of man, very, very deep. So Lord, every python around me, I crush that python this night. You have only 1 minute now. That python must die. That python must die. That python must die. Don't trust anybody. A python must die. A python must die. A serpentine manifestation. Lara Sotolia, somebody have 1 more minute. Lara Soto Babara Yatetera Brashatala. Yelelelele Bosotolia Raya Baba. Zotoko Pretene Yarababa. Vo Sotolia Radaba. A python that tie people in your village. That python will not tie me. Lara Sotolia Rabaya. Listen, there are about 7 people here. About 17. You have ever dreamt of where you were sleeping and you find yourself somewhere. You wake up somewhere in the realm of the spirit. You lie down on the bed and you wake up in a roundabout. And you discover that where you are now is roundabout of a particular junction, far away from where you lie down. And then you start running home. My question to you is that who took you from your bed to that place? Certain occultic powers. You have 1 more minute to say, Lord, every power that want to manipulate me unto wounds, unto death, unto delay, that python must die. Can you pray it in 1 minute? That want to manipulate the locust army, that want to make mockery of the locust army, that want to make mockery of the locust army, that want to make mockery of this army, whether in Lagos or anywhere. That python must be beheaded. Yeah, Sharatora, brother. Every negative power around the locust army, every negative power, every negative occultic power, like a python, every negative power around Christian, calling my name in the mirror in the night, by thunder they shall be bruised. By thunder they shall be bruised. By thunder they shall be bruised. They shall shall be bruised. In the name of Jesus.
Father, thank you because that prayer is answered in Jesus' mighty name. You may be seated. I'm going to go into the course now. We'll come back 25 minutes or less on my last course. My last course on heaven and earth lie in parenthetical parallelism. That is my last course. So under that, I want to share on God's heaven, man's earth. The beginning of a miracle of every man is to know your origin. Some of us who are here this night don't know our origin yet. Know the origin of your spirit. It's very, very important you know origin, because it is origin that provides success. It is also origin that provides enemies. Sometimes I said learning is more important than